Hi there, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 88 with me, Hank Hill, or it certainly feels like it. I have been pushing propane. I've got a whole bunch of bits and pieces of weird stuff left over, but in this chest here is 32 propane cells. This has taken days, actually, if I'm using. I was going to say hours, but it's days and days of just processing. Well, maybe 3 days. It's not been a fun quest line at all, and there's a slight problem. Now I need to do 32 butane cells. I mean, all of these are going to be usable and they're all fuel, and I mean, it's not a waste of time, but 32 butane cells. So I've been looking at butane, and the first thing we are going to need to do is we are going to need to take some oil. Let me grab a couple of those. Boop. By the way, that's all that's left out of that oil. I pulled out that well. And we are going to pop you in there, and you are going to make me sulfuric naphtha. Oh my god, that's terrible. Is it? Is that terrible? I don't know. How much are you going down? Actually, no, that's not too terrible. It's slow. It's very slow. But it's not too terrible. I also have a thing of water here. I've been making fertilised dirt and upgrading my farm plots. I do need to make some more. And I am going to have to go out and find some more oil. Now, I think that there was some oil over or around here. So I could, in theory, just get that set up to pump that. And yeah, that'll be fine. I'm happy enough with that. It was about there, I think. I'm fairly certain it was. It might have been over there. Could have been there. Well, we'll dig around. We'll find it. It's going to be plugged off with a hole in the ground, so that's easy enough to do. If not, then the next nearest oil well is probably either there or there. And I think there's very little in it. I think there may be another one there. So, yeah, possibly. I don't think that could be an oil well. Could be, but it could also not be. So that's definitely not. That's an altar. So yeah, we've got some work to do still. Sorry, excuse me. My nose is. I've just had I want to say spicy chicken. I've had a medium spicy chicken strips, which, oh, hello. I think I might have actually wrenched that. Do you know what? Let's just do that. Alright, so you have done your 16. So I've been keeping the steel going while I've been doing this, which is obviously very advantageous. I do need to get another stock of charcoal going, because that would also be very advantageous. And I know that there are things I can do to improve my charcoal production, but right now I'm just kind of concentrating on getting the steel. Angry much? Where that came from? I don't know. Yeah, I need to concentrate on getting steel. For that I'm going to need 3 stacks of charcoal, and then I'm going to have to Yeah, we've got them. Good, good. And then at least that lot will keep running once I have wrenched them back into orientation. I don't know why this does this. It is very annoying. But it doesn't matter. It does it. And this is temporary. Eventually we'll get to doing blast furnace fire powered. It means, I suspect. However, yeah, so this stuff, let's go and chuck some bones in the macerator. Still got plenty. And at least that's running in the background. But this is kind of been my life. I've been just pottering around. I am at the stage now where this is drained. We are actually now fully empty. So I am going to be doing something with this space. I haven't quite decided exactly what yet, but there's not a huge amount of distance between here and that lower bit. So we can break into the lower ground and start actually using that for something constructive. Do I... Well, I mean, you're definitely not 2 for 1, I'll just say that much. Okay, that's a thing. Don't think I can make that jump. Probably make that jump though. Whee! Splash. But I'm thinking I'd like to bring these posts down and actually have this now underwater. I'm not sure how sensible that will be going forward with the wiring, but we're also producing that. That was not the oil, was it? This was the attempt to, yeah, that's not oil. Right, the oil was somewhere over here. Can't remember what was it here. I mean, that does look suspicious. No. I know it was over here somewhere. I've just got to remember where. Why, oh why didn't I plug it up with something like, I don't know, cobblestone or something? Aha! Like this. Right, I need a bit of dirt because I need to preferably drain that area. I mean, they're just the damage that the Endermen are doing to this surrounding terrain is shocking. It really is. I hate that feature of the Endermen. Just the fact that they pick up blocks, but they actually pick up a block from the real world, so effectively wrecking it. And there's very little you can do to stop it, because obviously dirt is, well, it's dirt. I mean, what can you do to dirt to make it non-dirt? Right, so I suspect that no. I suspect that is the oil well. Now there's a simple, relatively simple way to check this. Let me just come down here and give myself a little bit more space, and then we can go down and we can excavate that block. Yep, that's oil. Let's just do that, and maybe that should be enough. Because I'm not going to worry, I'm not going to be sat on this while it pumps. This is going to be, I think, I'm not entirely sure what was down there. Why there's really great gaping holes everywhere. But we do need to get out, let's have a look, we need a basic gas turbine. And I need to wrench you so your output is on that side. And then I need my basic pump. I'll pop you there. We'll just give myself a little bit of wiggle room. I'll get a little bit more dirt and so we can make this platform a little bit more friendly. And then we're going to need 64 of those. Those are going to go in there. And we need some methane gas, waste not, want not, and we'll stick you in there. And that should be starting to pump down, and we'll stick this on the top. And just for good measure, I will stick another thing of methane in that one as well, because I don't think that's going to last all that long. Lovely. Now in a moment, this is going to start producing me some gas. I mean oil. Stuff. There you go, it's off. Right, bit more dirt. We'll go and we'll put some of this back, and the world will be a good and happy place. Whee. So while that's processing, there's 96 buckets in that alone, so we might as well just use up that gas. I do need to look at why have I marked that node? I can't remember how you actually use, because obviously a lot of these surveys we've done of the area have shown liquids and gases and stuff as an option, but they're not actually in world. They're not actually a thing that you can see, as best as I can tell they're not anyway. Right, so we've got 6.4 from 2. Let me just carry on until we've got 16, because it makes life very easy if we can do it that way. So we've got sulfuric light fuel, that. We've got that bits and bobs of garbage that I will probably never use. We've got steam, we've got some hydrogen. I do need more hydrogen, so maybe I should make myself, I don't know whether I can I? Oh, I've been doing this like an idiot for so long. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just do that. Let me make myself a reasonable amount of hydrogen, shall we? Or an oxygen for that matter. There. Yep, that's fine. That's where we can stick that in. It's just very slow. Right, bit more dirt. Check my dirt, my dirty dirt, and we'll also grab those. That's enough for a stack of 64 dirt, so we'll do that. Leave that doing its thing, and what I will also need is, apart from food, let me stick a sandwich down my neck. Nom 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 nom. Okay, I don't know what that was for, but we'll take it. Right, and this one is just bone meal, dirt and water, and ideally I haven't got enough water there, so I really do need to grab myself a dolly and go and get some water. And now I know I can do it that way. Let me go and get 5 more of those. That was 6. Just because 32 is a nice round number. Because I haven't got the water down there to drain anymore, so we are going to have to do this the hard way. I don't think I can get away with the big boy cell, can I? No, you can't. But it doesn't matter because I can do this and carry 96 things of water down with me, which is all very nice. So let me sort this out. I'll be back in a mo. And there you go. Just whack them in and out comes fertilised dirt. That still won't be enough to do the entire thing, but it's just kind of a thing I'm doing as I'm progressing. And yeah, welcome to my life. Electrolyzed water, oil and sulfuric naphtha going, and all of the good stuff that you could ever possibly want to be doing in a game. Just grinding out gas. Anyway, the other thing while we're here, let's go back and just check what other things we have got. There is LPG. There is this faster steam transportation. Now, I think that is relatively achievable. And we can stick that on our hotbar. We've also got that trash can fluids, which I think is done. Got those, but those are not actually quest items. What else have we got? We've got these pipelines, which I do need to do, but I just it's just all that steel is kind of demoralising. What do we got? Filling the world with fluids, a floodgate. Again, that should be relatively easy. We only need one. Let's stick it to the tags. And whilst that's done, let me stick another 16. It's basically 16 cells per, so 60. Oh, hang on, idiot. Still idiot. There you go. This is what happens when you try and talk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Generic B phrase, if anybody didn't recognise that one. But yeah, so let's have a look. What do we need for you? I need 2 motors, 2 pumps, and 2 steel gears. Steel gears are just extruder with 4 steel each. Let's go and get those done. I'd like to be able to move on from LV completely this episode. I don't think I'm going to. I'll be straight up with you. I don't think that is going to be a thing this episode. I think it's very unlikely to be a thing this episode, but that's fine. We can do what we can do. This requires that. We also are going to need, I'm going to need to do some electric pumps, but that's fine, and I should have the motors. I'm going to need to do a couple of those and some other bits and pieces. All good fun. There we go. Let's get you. Electric motors, 1, 2. So we've got 2 of those, and then I need pumps, which we also require. I need bronze fluid pipes. Now, I did make a cock up on those pipes. I did get excited about those. Those are not the pipes we need, to quote a well-known Jedi things. Right, so I do need bronze. That is not bronze, that is anneal copper. I am going to need to make 2 of those, and they are 3 per. Okay, While I'm at it, I also need 10 tin. I'm going to have to go and mine tin at some point as well, because I am getting very low on tin. Well, alright, I'll rephrase that. Relatively low on tin. I may need more of that, we'll see. But I need 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should do us for that lot. I'll check you. You need more water and more bone meal. You are okay. You're doing your thing. You are okay for the time being. Lovely. You, however, would need to give me one of those, and we can do that and those. And then we can do pipe normal, which is 3. Yes, it was 3, so we'll do 3, and that will give me those. And that's all lovely, and then we can come and take you back. It is getting a lot easier, I will give it that much. This is considerably a tin bolt. Yeah, I definitely need more tin. Okay, tin rods, make myself. Gonna get half a dozen ingots and we'll just run them through and make tin screws, because you're always going to need tin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop. Hey, it's just never ending, isn't it? However, this one's nice and simple. Just whack those in and we get me tin rods. And that is going into those, which gives me everything I need. Tin. Okay, I need my tin wires, 2 of. I also need my wrench and screwdriver, I think. Yeah. So if I come in here and start prepping, the screwdriver and a wrench, pipe, this with that, and this is all very good, yeah. That's fine. You are ready for your next thing of water and your next thing of that. You are almost ready for 2 more things of oil. There you go. Oh, let's do that. Yeah, this is going to be painful. I can feel it in my bones. But we're there. 10, 12. Lovely. And then we can go down here. Now these are going to be through a... There's a cat's crying, but it's not. These are going through my cutting machine. I don't know whether there's much other use for. Do we use those for anything else specifically? We can make tin wire out of them. I can make tin springs. I'm just going to keep those. We don't need a lot of these screws. Oh, I think that's Cromwell at the door. Anyway, that's going to go in there. Those go in there. Those can go in there. We take those, we'll put you in there. Grab 2 of those. Where's the rest of my motors? I got more motors, didn't I? I could have sworn I picked up more motors. I've got motors, I'm not worried. And then, oh, the tin screws can go in there. Lovely. And then these are going to go in there on program number 5. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I only needed 1 of each. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take the win. Yay! Faster steam transport as a cover. So presumably we could put that on something with steam and it'll push steam out faster. I don't know. Don't expect me to know everything how this works. Don't expect me to know anything how this works, to be honest. But we can claim that. Oh, no, we can't claim that, but we can claim that. What shall I have? To be honest, I'll take the steel. It's more of a pain to make. And we'll get rid of you. Right, I am going to continue on just pulling things together, and I shall be back in a short while. I'll also let a ginger cat in. Alright, the other thing, of course, I do need to do is I need to be replacing, these are just plain farmland, these blocks here. I've discovered something about these, by the way, just so you're aware. If I break that one, I get a cactus block back. Damn it, I've just gone and flooded my inventory full of dice now, haven't I? I'm not worried about those. We shall make a rainbow puddle there. Yeah, so that's how I've now got a whole bunch. The only problem is that tree there is interfering with that one's ability to grow, but I'll live. So this can go in there, and we can grab you. It's 9 blocks long, so we need 9 seeds. Like so, and this is all I've been doing. And refreshing the things. I need to do that side basically, but this is only 8 seeds, so I don't really need that big block in the middle anymore, but there's no real benefit for removing it. And there, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 those, and put them down. And I'm trying to make it so I do them in full strips, because there's nothing. It's quite difficult to tell. Well, it's not difficult. It's just a bit of a pain telling the difference between that and that, because there is a subtle difference in the colour of brown. So yeah, that's all I've been doing, and I will keep on doing this between episodes as well. I'm going to get all of this done this episode. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? I've got a hell of a lot of oil to process. I need 9 of those. Let me do 1, 2, 3. That'll give me 9. There you go. Now the advantage to these, apart from the speed of growth, which obviously is a big advantage, the advantage is they don't get trampled. Because I'm getting things getting in here. I don't know what's getting in here to trample things, but I'm certainly having the odd thing. I'm suspecting, again, Enderman, because they can teleport in and then wander around and jump on stuff. Which, again, bang, out of order. But, yeah, anyway, let me do this. I will see you in a short while. Just as well I came over. I can't see the tank from there, but it's already full, so we definitely need to start draining that. And now I know I can do that with cells. That makes life a lot easier, because I can clear multiple buckets in one pass. I have brought the dirt from our mining over there, so that's all done. Let's give myself plenty of leeway just to move around up here. It's not like it has to be A, permanent, or B, even, you know, robust. It just needs to be big enough for me to put down these 632 tank things. There's 96 there, that's full. We should probably sleep before we do any more. I can only sleep at night. Okay, wait. Especially seeing as there's somebody showing up on the map book over there. Could even be a witch. And a creeper, but they're underground. They're not on the surface. At least I don't think they are. Are they? Right, 32 buckets. Nice and easy. This is definitely much easier than doing it the hard way. There's one. And we'll take these back. I've still got the double sized ones as well, the low voltage. But that is a lot quicker than faffing around the hard way, like I was doing with buckets. Wish I'd thought to try it earlier, but there you go. Anyway, oil is being pumped. I'll get the last 4. That will give me those 4 to take with me. How much? I've got 32 pipes left in, so we're fine for that. So I'll just take those, and that will see us over for this one, and we'll just grab these up. There we go, and they will just like that, 128 buckets of oil, just like that, he says. Anyway, yes, so we need to continue. Let's go and see where the butane is, because we must be ready to the naphtha actually at this point. We must be getting close to ready to proceed on the next step of that. And then we can move on and get that other thing, the floodgate, built, because that'll be an easy one. And then I'm going to look at one of these long distance pipeline mods quests, because I'm not sure whether I really want to be using long distance. I mean, I ideally, and I presume, in fact I know there is ender tanks. I'm not going to go and put them in there. I know they exist. They're a thing. So, oops, hello. Let's just pick you back up again. Put you there, nice and proper. Where you belong. Right, so there's exactly 1600 in there. So we'll grab those, and we shall get on with those in a moment. This one, I'm going to grab that and one of those. Did not pick up the other one, did I? No. Oh, good grief. Right, that needs picking up. That's a big tank. Big tank. And then you can go in there in a moment. That can go over here to live with its brothers until actually it can go there to come over to the oil platform with me. Right, naphtha. What are we doing with you? We are making you into the... It seems that the optimal amount of butane, looking through this one, if you use moderately hydrocracked naphtha you get 20, if you use lightly you get 80, and if you use severely you get 30. Then you're into light fuel, which is not overly useful. You can faff around with heavy fuel, which doesn't. You've got refinery gas, which doesn't do a lot. You've got severely hydrocracked light fuel, which is getting close. Thank you for barking your dog outside my window. See, into this butane gives you quite a lot, but it's a single step. You're going from C4H8 to C4H10. So what you're doing is you're actually adding hydrogen. but that's quite a, because you need to start on butadiene first, which is into the chemical reactor, and you're going with butadiene cells and hydrogen. And butadiene is distillery, which is moderately steam cracked heavy fuel into, or severely steam cracked at 50, or naphtha, moderately steam cracked naphtha will go to. So I don't know, I'm not. There has got to be somewhere a guide on what is the most useful way to do this, but I am going to go with what I've kind of. I'm going to stick where I am. I'm going to take my hydrogen gas and my sulfuric naphtha, and I'm going to make naphtha and thing. And now I need to put you in there. I need to take you out of there. We take one of those out of that mix, and we go and put you in there. Oh, hang on, before I do that, let me make sure that I have the right setting. Hydrogen thing on program 4. Boom. And that's going to be relatively quick, but then we've got to wait for this lot to process through. And that's going to take a short while, a hot moment. However, in the meantime, these are all done, so we can run those, and that's going to start giving me the hydrogen I need, because I don't have a huge amount of hydrogen left here. But I don't have any hydrogen left there. But that's fine, because it's all in there now. Right. Leave that where it is for now. Leave that doing its thing. I need another. This is where I think I really do need to get into some mass production of these cells. What is the recipe for those? Just out of interest. If I wanted to make them, is there an extra? I mean, surely there is an extra. A bending machine takes a steel plate on program 12 to make one. That seems pricey. You can use polytetrafluoroethane sheet. That seems complicated. 2 tin plates to make one also seems pricey. Canner extruder will take an ingot to make thing. We can, okay, pulp. Steel will make one, making a cell shape, and 2 tin to make one. There is no way to make these cheaper, which is, I think the obvious thing then is to well, I mean, one of the obvious things is to clear up some of this garbage. I mean, I've got so much. I've got universal fuel cells, I've got sulfuric light fuel cells, I've got propane even, which I could actually use that as a fuel for instead of methane. I can pop some of this into here just so that I can start using those, I suppose. I'm going to use the propane, that's that I want for something else. Oh, we got some hydrogen gas, so we can free up some of you as well. It's a bonus. But anyway, that is that. We also need to be looking at this. Now, what do I need for you? I need an electric pump. Well, I made an electric pump, so that's handy. I need some steel casing. Steel casing is a steel plate in a cutting machine. So 2 steel plates in a cutting machine. Let's go and get those done. That's a start. Do I have any ice? I've got iron bars. I don't think. Oh, I've got steel bars. Hang on. We may be. So I only need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. That's handy. And then I just need you, and for that I'm going to need your obsidian glass, so I need 4 of those pulverized for starters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have that running in the background. Yeah, like a working machine today. I'm on it. Boom. Right, let's go and get these things done. Let's have a sandwich. Oh, plates. I need to turn you into plates first, don't I? And then they go into the cutting machine, that's right. So, that comes out there. Cutting machine. Oh, let me just double check is there a program? There is not, so that just goes in. Bang. Bang. Lovely. So that is basically, is that a craft, or it is a crafting recipe as well, so that's even easier. No mucking around with assemblers. Bump. That was meant to be, wasn't it? And should be 4 of those. We just need to throw a piece of glass in and that will smelt. Well, we need to throw a very specific piece of glass in, but it's a piece of glass nonetheless. Because we need you. Oh, we're going to need to do a whole load of bits for that, but let's get to you. You need to be thickened glass, so that is wear me chisel out a bit more. One day I'll get to wear this chisel out to the point where it's just gone clear glass, and clear glass becomes thickened glass, because why not? Would you make that step more complicated than it absolutely needs to be? Ha 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 ha. That can go in there. That will make me some of that stuff, and then I just need to make a tanky tank. Never ending. Never ending. Right, let's go and boop 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 boop. So the tank requires 4 iron screws, 2 iron rings. 2 iron rings, 4 iron screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not there, there, that is that. Boop, 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 boop. Wrench and a screwdriver. And floodgate. Filling the world with fluids. I mean, you get nothing for it. This is not. Need to make a lake look no further than a floodgate. It will fit any fluid you provide it up to the level below the gate. This can get kind of laggy in large areas, so keep that in mind. Okay, claim back. Am I ever going to use this? Probably not. Is it another quest off the LV line done? Absolutely it is. So, let us go and have a look at our butane, shall we? And then I'll continue fiddling this one in and finagling this in the background. How are you doing? You are there. You can have another tank of that. But you're still nowhere near. Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this in the background. I shall be back with you in a short while. Alright, I made a few minor changes around the place while we're waiting on this butane thing. And I've been over and collected a few things over here. Now, this is doing its thing, that's doing its thing, that's doing its thing. This is all fine. And in my inventory, I have got my long distance fluid pipe. I need 2 of those, and I need 2 crafts of those. But I've also got these. Between now and next episode, I am going to have a play with these, because I have got an idea. Don't know if it'll work. Don't want to waste the time and effort and the resource of making these, because these are not cheap. There's steel gears, there's droppers, there's pistons, there's conveyor modules per one, and I'd need several. But it's worth a try. So I'm going to have a go with an idea, and if you can guess what my idea is, then, you know, by all means put it in the comments. I'll probably have attempted my idea by the time I get to read them, because I'm recording ahead. But there's that one, there's the advanced drawbridge, which is a low voltage item filter. I may need that one. I don't think I will need that one. I sincerely hope in fact, let's get rid of it. It's not even on the cards, not that much cobalt. So let's go in here. How I need 1, 2, 3, 4 plates, 10, 16 plates. Let's get those done. 16 plates, 16 ingots. Nice and easy. He's getting 15 ingots. But the other thing is, I have put the last of the elevators in here, so we can do something down here. And obviously I can extend that down to the next level, do whatever I want down here. I haven't decided what to do with this space yet, so I'm not going to rush into that, because there's no point making myself a big advanced space. We do have I think, is it gantry? No, catwalks. We do have the catwalk mod, scaffold, and we have the builder scaffold, we have the catwalk, and we have the caged ladder, we have the support column, we've got steel grates, all of this good stuff. We also have the blowtorch, rope light. These are unfortunately though not cheap. They use steel, so if I want to make those, it's steel grates, and those steel grates are a whole bunch of those. You get 5, so things, but it is an option for building. It's just an expensive option for building. So anyway, there's a 16. So let's start off with these, and that is 1, 2, 1, 2. And then over here we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's those. Now I need 2 large steel fluid pipes. First questions first, do I have any? I need 4 of those, don't I? And a wrench. This may be easier than we thought. Bye bye. For this, however, I need huge steel, and I need 4 of those. Now, I'm fairly certain I don't have huge steel pipes. I don't. Okay. I also need steel gears, so let's have a look. The steel gear is 4 per. So I need 4, 8, 16. I need 32 steel for that. Plus 12, 24, 48. 32 and 48. And I'm not even going to add them together. I'm just going to do them as separate counts. $32 and $48. 32 is for the gears, and 42 is for the huge steel pipes. So 32 for the gears, and huge, large pipe or huge pipe? Huge pipe. Huge pipe. So they're not actually, I mean, this is not, it's not time consuming to make, it's resource intensive to make. And the question is, do I even ever want to use them, or do I just want to scrap them straight? Because these, I can plasma arc them back to well, let's go in here. I can get them back to steel with a bit of oxygen. Then you get 2 per. I mean, you're going to get nowhere near what you put in. That's the only downside. I think the only other use you have for that, I could put them through a fluid extract. You get 189 per 4. Again, nowhere near what you put in, and that will may allow me to turn them, or I can macerate them, which will get me 2 tiny. Yeah, it's just a big question mark over whether I even want to use them or not, and I don't know the answer. However, you know, I mean, I could use them. Well, let's have a look at the journey map. Can I use them? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get away with that actually, because you've got to have 64 blocks between, but it's going to be quite difficult to bring it into the station, so to speak, to get them any closer, unless I built myself more and wasted them, and then all I'm doing is saving myself a very small amount of time. Off you go. Make me the huge pipes. I mean, that there is just one entire batch of steel, which is depressing. Still, we made these for we kept making all of this steel for a reason, and you know, we have met said reason. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna guess a wrench. Yeah, it sounded like a wrench job, didn't it? And that, oops, that gives me that one, which allows me to claim a couple of gold tanks or a couple of electric fluid. I mean, I don't need. I'll go with those just because they're a bit of a. They're not a battery that much of. Oh, you get both. Okay, that's fine. Electric pump. I think you put those on as a cover, isn't it? Only one input, one output, and then yeah. Well, it's a thing. We've got it. We can stick them in here for now, along with all of that. But I genuinely do not think I will use. I don't know how much I'll use them, if I use them at all. I would rather get into the ender tanks, to be honest, and which is down the magic line, if I remember rightly. Let me just have a look at personal ender chest only for personal use. This is a personal ender chest for personal people. Somewhere in this lot there is a whole load of ender stuff, because this game does not skimp on any of the mods. It just makes them incredibly difficult to get to, and I cannot find. I'm sure they were in this. Am I blind, or am I blind? Vacuum chest. And if it's anywhere, it is going to be in Thorncraft, I'm fairly certain. But I'm not seeing it. No, maybe there isn't the ender chest then. Well, I am surprised. I could have sworn I'd seen them in this, but it's entirely possible that I was barking completely up the wrong tree. So, yeah, well, in that case, ignore me, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But, and a tank. I'm not on a server. I haven't completed the research. It's New Horizons and a tank. So, just while we're here, let's just have a peek. I'm not going to Thermic bases, new horizons. Ghost amulet. Ooh. No idea. That's a beacon, isn't it? Lava crystal. Brewing. Disenchanting table. Auto enchanting table. So we know how to make an enchanting table now, at least. And I could actually be pushing on that one. It's not that bad. I know how to make a silky jewel actually as well. That's an interesting one. Let's have those while I'm here actually. Ball of moss, that's, oh, I need to get into infusion before I can even get into that. I don't know, missing research, missing aspects. Draw the experience from a tank. Okay. I don't understand why I'd want that, but anyway, some distance off doing anything useful with that, and I just, yeah, it's not funny. Right, let me just have a look. Where are we here? We are at 16, and that is full, so I can take both of those. We'll pop you in there, pop you in there, we'll pop 2 of those in there, that will do its thing, that will make the rest. We'll grab some more hydrogen sulfide. I really need to convert all of that into sulfuric acid if I'm brutally honest. However, this is where the difference in processors comes in, because at this stage I would normally be switching to steam, and I'm not. I'm going to stay with hydrogen. So we stick hydrogen in. We've got that. We're going to use you, and I want moderately. Don't want steam cracked. I want lightly cracked naphtha, hydrogen cracked naphtha, which is program 1. It's going to use a fair amount of hydrogen, but fortunately I have a means of making that relatively easily, although slowly. And then lightly hydrogen cracked naphtha is going to go in on program 1. To make, that's 1000, and that will make, so for every one of those I will get slightly less than, I'm getting 80%, aren't I? Which is not as bad. I don't think, it doesn't feel as bad as propane. Maybe I'm just being selectively kind of, you know, anaesthetized almost, because we're going to go through a fair amount of hydrogen doing this, but that's fine. Butane is the new propane. Can't believe I just said that. And I think we're getting close to 3 already. I only need 32. So guess what I'm going to be doing for the next week? Yeah, you guessed it. I'm going to be taking a screenshot and I'm going to be pretty much running this until next episode. I will also have an experiment with my idea for these, but that will be in a creative world to start off with, because I'm not making all of those if it doesn't work. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.